Yo, yo, yo. What is good, everybody? Welcome back. Alright, let's get this stream started, fellas. Yo, we got some. Yo, let's change the music a bit. I don't like this. Alright, this is better. Let's take a look. What is good, everyone? Welcome back. 19th birthday countdown, fellas. I'm hyped. Let's just get a little something in the chat going there. But yeah, guys, I turned 19 tonight. I'm excited about it. What's good, Key? It's been a minute. What's good, everyone? Steph dropped 50 tonight? That's interesting. I didn't realize that. How did the Knicks play? I didn't really see how their game ended out. Oh, wow. They're actually about to... Here, let me actually watch this real quick. Because it's a 2-point game and they're up by 2 with 10 seconds left. I actually kind of want to watch this real quick. I'm not going to put it on stream, but... Because I can't, because I'm going to get banned, but... I kind of want to watch this real quick. Oh, they're actually up by 3. Okay. They're up by 3 with 10 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Let's take a look. But yeah, what's good, everyone? Yo, is the music a little bit too loud, or? Alright, let's take a look. Open up this badge real quick. I know, y'all, it's been a minute. I know I've been inconsistent with streaming and everything, and I gotta be better, and I'm here tonight, and that's what counts. But oh wow, this badge is going for so much. What a way to start off the stream. I'm gonna sell for 15k just so I could like get the MT pretty quickly. I don't think no badge is worth more than 5k, honestly. So I'm just gonna sell, get my MT for that. I could probably buy a nice player now, huh? Nice player that I like, but yeah. Let's see here. So I mean, we could. This Embiid grinds ends now. I'm honestly not in the mood to do it. But, alright, here we go. Next game. We got 10 seconds left. Denver's down by 3. They got the ball. They're about to inbound it. Murray gets it. He's got a few seconds here. He shoots a 3. That's off. That's way off. That's game. That's game. Emmanuel quickly locked down defense. Wow. That's great game by the Knicks right there. Nice to see them win a game. It's a really good defense he just played on him. Did not go for the fake. Literally, just perfect defense right there. Steph's got 50, but he's losing. He lost the game. That is so sad. I don't really understand why the Warriors are struggling. Practically the same lineup and everything. So, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But we do have some more challenges that I could do. We got this little glitch challenge right here. 21 points, win the game and get 1 block as a team. Okay. All right, we can do that. Nice shot. I don't know if it's just me, but do I hear like am I the only one that's hearing like a fan type noise? Hit it. Nice shot. I think I needed one block with the player. Yeah, that's it. Alright. It's from the game. It's not from... It's like some type of volume. Yeah, chat, I am going to be turning 19 years old tonight. And, you know, while I've got some time, I just kind of want to reflect on this past year. So, I mean, let's talk about everything that, you know, I've accomplished and I've done. So, within the past year, let's take a look from the start. So, right when I turned 18, let's look at what I didn't really have and what I've got now. And this is going to be tough to talk about because, hey, it's the truth. But, you know, it's a lot of stuff. And although, you know, it's a little bit difficult to bring up, I kind of feel like I should do it. But, so look, I remember right when I turned 18, I didn't really have what I felt like was, I would say, true friends. I still really don't feel like I do, but I felt like I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't really have much of a social life. I didn't really, you know, I wasn't really doing the things that I wanted to, and, you know, like going out and partying and having a good time and stuff like that. So here, I'm gonna quickly go ahead. So it's a lot of that, first of all, but you know, it's a lot of stuff went down ever since I turned 18, and a lot of good stuff went down. So let's talk about it. When I turned 18, I didn't have a driver's license. I believe 2 weeks after I turned 18, I got my driver's license. A month later, I got my first car. I got my first car. Honestly, one of my favorite cars, probably my second. I know this sounds kind of messed up, guys, and believe me, you guys could criticize me and whatnot, but the Alfa Romeo that I have right now was not my first choice. I'd say that I'd originally wanted to get a Ford Mustang, but unfortunately the car market was so bad, I honestly couldn't afford it. It was just horrendously, just win the game, record 2 3-pointers, 3 blocks, and a steal as a team. I could do that. So the car market was just horrendously bad, and they were overcharging people, I'd say well above 50 to 60%, probably more than that, honestly, for a car. And I was like, yo, I'm probably gonna end up with some Toyota Prius or Honda Civic or something like that, because honestly I was like, hey, there's no way I'm gonna pay this much for a brand new car or something like that. And I felt like I was gonna have to share a car for like the next, I don't know, until like I'm 30 years old or something. So I went ahead. I had gotten the Alfa Romeo. I'd say it was probably my third choice. The first two choices, just the Mustang just wasn't worth it to pay that much. And then I'd say that the Mustang that I have right now, not the Mustang, the Alfa Romeo that I have right now is much better than a Mustang. So I'm not gonna deny that, like, at all. The Alfa Romeo that I've got right now is much better than a Mustang. But the car that I really wanted was a Toyota Supra. The problem with it is that, yeah, it was hella expensive, and it was priced much higher than what have I expected it to. What have I expected it to be priced at? And what else? We had you couldn't get one like in 6 months, so that's why I didn't get it. That's part of the reason why I didn't get a Toyota Supra. So I got the Alfa Romeo like a month into me turning 18, and then like that's when I felt like a lot of my social life was gonna change, and a lot of things were gonna change for me, and like this and that. And that's kind of like what I like felt like, I'm like, all right, this is it. I bought my first car, and I'm like, all right, this feels good. I'm liking where this is going. So things started to get a little bit better. I was doing all right in school. I wasn't, like I was pretty bored in school because everything was online, and I was bored out of my freaking mind, guys. Like, online school was the most boring thing in the world for me, and I absolutely hated it, but I was getting good grades in it, so I couldn't really complain. The bad part about online school for me was I didn't really have much of a social life, and I wasn't really going out at the time, and I would just like sit home, literally watch every single night. This is exactly how I remembered it. I would watch Decentric streams, okay, and just play 2K and watch basketball. That was literally every single one of my nights. Every single night. So yeah, it sucked. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely sucked. There was nothing fun about it. So yeah, that was pretty much like day in the life of me at that time. But going back to a little bit what I was talking about earlier, a little bit before. For example, like when I had just let me check the box score real quick to make sure okay, I have the steal, but I still need 2 blocks. So I think it's 3 blocks, right? Yeah. So I hadn't really ever done anything. I was never, hooking up with girls, or I wasn't, I was like basically the biggest bum out of all bums you could, like, my friends just constantly made jokes about me. Couldn't pull, none of that. I was really like nervous around a lot of people. Like when I would try to like talk to girls, I was like hella nervous. I could hardly even get a girl's number or some shit. So that was me, like, all the way. And it was terrible, man. Like, is that a steal? I prefer hit that, Steph. Nice. All right. So yeah, like looking at this past year. At the beginning, I didn't really have much of a social life to begin with, and I never really really had anything like that. So moving forward, let's move forward. So I'd say that within, you know, later on that year, you know, once I kind of had my own car, I was able to do more, but I still wasn't necessarily doing the things that I wanted to. So one of the things that I set out to do was to lose weight and like really start like taking the gym more seriously. At the time, I had a really like terrible like YMCA type gym membership that like none of my like at that it was like none of my friends had been going to that gym anymore. It was boring. Like it was just a bunch of old people, like literally. Nobody really liked going there. It was bad environment, just a really like depressing environment. I don't know what it was. No amenities, anything like that, but you get what you pay for at the end of the day. So you know, that's that. But you know, looking back, going there when I started to like, I was at one point, I think right when I remember when I turned 17, I was like, I think I was at around like 205 pounds. I think at one point I was well above 215. But yeah, I was really overweight. When I turned 18, I think I was at around, I think I was less. I think I was still high though. I was still at around like 180, 190. And it was nowhere good enough to where I had wanted to be. So one of my other goals was to lose a lot of weight and to really get in shape. And that's something that I also did this year. The other thing was to expand the companies that I've been working in and stuff like that. And, you know, looking back though, you know, one thing I'll say is that it's been a heck of a year, guys. And I look back at it and like tonight, like I hate being negative and I hate, you know, showing this type of myself to you guys, because you know, I always like my streams to be positive and upbeat, but I gotta say, you know, there's a lot to take in. And, you know, starting with probably, I'd say, you know, maybe, let's see. I don't know why my mind just can't think right now, but I'm just gonna lay back. But so let's take a look at also what happened. So 2022 comes around. 2022 is here, and then I remembered I was on break. Really, like, I really didn't have anything going for myself, and I was just like completely out of it and this and that. And I was just busy with online school and stuff like that, and playing 2K. That was pretty much my life. Playing 2K, getting up, going to the gym. You know, stuff like that. That's pretty much it. That was pretty much my life before the summer. When I would say towards later in the year, you know, I'd say that it's hard to remember a lot, like everything, but I know you know, when I turned 18 is when I really started to, you know, for example, here's what I'm gonna say. I started to become a lot more financially independent, and meaning I was able to do a lot more myself. I was never scared to spend money. I was always, you know, I always felt like more of a boss than I had before. I started to, you know, focus on making money more and stuff like that, and, you know, focus on my businesses and, you know, work and stuff like that. And, you know, that was important to me, and it was a good thing that, you know, I was making the money that I was, because I was able to invest in stocks and crypto and stuff like that, you know, ended up working out pretty well for me. But, you know, that was also another big thing, was beginning to invest in the stock market. And That's something I'm very thankful I had the opportunity to do. Something I'm very glad that I had the funds and the money that I had earned to be able to do it. So, I'm very thankful for that, and I'm very thankful for everything that's been given to me. Well, I wouldn't say given, but everything I've earned, because that's when I really, so with that money I was able to I was able to travel, I was able to do things on my own that I else wouldn't have been able to do. I was able to go to Europe this summer. I was able to go to Israel. So let's talk about what happened. So basically, like, guys, like, I really hadn't, from the time I turned 18 to the summer, it was just the same thing going on every day. School, gym, work, making money, and no social life. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was hella depressing. It wasn't depressing, but it was like, I wanted like a different aspect. Like, I'm trying to think it about, obviously when I was 18, I did go out and party, and I did like go out and do things that I wanted to do. Of course I did, but I never really got that like sense of happiness from this virtual lifestyle that we had all been living. So the summer comes, and I decide last minute, hey, I want to go to Israel. I want to go with a bunch of kids I don't even know, and we'll try it out, have some fun, and see how it is. So I decide to go to Israel. I go on Birthright, if you guys know what that is. It's a free trip that the Israeli government pays for if you are born Jewish. And I had ended up going, and I had the time of my life. I absolutely enjoyed it. Let me turn on the fan here a little bit. Let me kind of bring this a little close to me real quick. So. But yeah, I had ended up going to Israel, and that was a great experience for me, and I definitely enjoyed it, and I met a lot of people there, a lot of friends, and yeah, that's pretty much how that went. I also learned a lot there, and that kind of like got me started to go on Buzz, which is the trip that I went on in Europe. And I'm gonna talk about that as well. So when I go to Europe, I'm going with 200 kids, most of which I knew, but I wasn't really friends with. There's a lot of kids that I didn't know. The kids that I didn't know, I ended up becoming friends with. And the craziest part about this trip was it ended up leading to my first relationship. So that's probably what was most significant about it, was this trip ended up leading to me getting myself into my first relationship. But there was a lot more. So I traveled the world. I had gone first to London. Then I'd gone to Paris. I'd gone to Italy. I'd gone to oh my god, so many, Germany, Switzerland, Amsterdam, guys, the list goes on and on. So I've been going everywhere, and it was an incredible experience. I had so many incredible nights. I had been going to clubs, I had been drinking, I had been guys, it was a lot of fun, and I honestly really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and yeah, I learned a lot on that trip. And so I come back, I start up school again, get back to work, continue to make money, and what else happened? We had So I get into my first relationship, which was one of the biggest steps for me, and it was definitely a tough learning experience because, you know, if she were listening to this right now, you know I need to move on, and I know that's what's best for her, and but at the same time, like, I wish it never ended the way it did, because I never ever felt that way in my life before. And you know, I'll say, if I could do it all over again, I'd change a lot about it. And if I knew this person a little bit better than I did before, I would have, you know, done it a lot differently. But nevertheless, I was thankful for it. I was very thankful for this relationship I had. I, you know, opened up to so much more, and really felt like a different person. And although I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. It's tough, you know, breaking up with someone and moving on from them. And you know, it's definitely something it's still really hard on me. It doesn't not cross my mind. And you know, I'll say, if there was ways I could do it over again, I would. But nevertheless, the relationships that I built, I got down to eventually 155 pounds, lost a lot of weight, and that was probably the best part of it all, was, you know, losing weight, going back to school in person. But you know, guys, ever since you know, a couple weeks ago, you know, things have started to get tough for me. You know, I ended up losing my car for a bit. You know, had a little issue with it. Felt carless. I got it back today, which was good, but I didn't have my car for a while. Broke up with, dealing with the breakup. Haven't really been. Yeah, hold on, chat. I'm gonna mute this. Anyways, you know, looking back, a lot's happened, and it's definitely been some tough things, and some things that I certainly regret. You know, there was a lot to overcome this year, from you know, trying to build a social life and trying to you know, really get myself out there and meet other people and this and that. And that was something that was pretty important to me. So there's a block, perfect. But yeah, you know, well, kind of like, I'd recently, you know, I'd been dealing with a hard time, you know, going back to school, and, you know, I failed, I dropped out. I didn't drop out, but I dropped out in the majority of my classes this semester, and that was unfortunate. So, you know, although there was a lot that happened this year and this summer and all that, in the end, it really just felt like that, honestly, it just really felt like that I'm literally back to where I was a year ago. Believe it or not. So, you know, this year we're heading into 2023. I like to call it chapter. You know, it's a new chapter, and it's my last year being a teenager. So there's definitely a lot of fun that I want to have. I want to experience a lot of things. I want to go places. I realize I know I have to work really hard for that. You know, I have a lot of goals set for this year, and a lot of them is just, for example, I'm hoping that, maybe I could, I'll get the chance to, go to, travel more this summer and, be with other people and this and that. And that's something I'm hoping for. And, maybe, get the chance to hopefully get into my dream school, UCLA. The reason why I want to go to UCLA so bad is, it's right here. It's a great school. I feel like I'd have such a great time there. And I feel like it's the perfect fit for me because I'm from this community. I know it, and it's everyone I know is not everyone I know, but most people I know go there, and I'd be very beyond and blessed to be able to go to that school. So, speaking of it, like a lot of things I want for myself this upcoming year. I want to continue to accomplish more, and I want to be happy. That's the main thing is, waking up every morning and knowing that I'm happy, knowing that I'm accomplishing things, knowing that I'm succeeding, and knowing that's the best feeling is knowing that you're having fun and you're stuff like that. So that's the main thing right there. That's what's probably gonna, like really, really like help me out. That's what I'm mainly looking forward to. But I appreciate all you guys tuning in. Nobody's really watching the stream, so I think I'm gonna end it, and I think we'll get back soon with you guys. I'm just trying to get some early rest tonight, get up early tomorrow, and take care of a lot of things. So